What if we discover it? Radio Shorts Podcast. Radio Zoo.
Regarding how even toothless and ailing moral degenerates, friends of Epstein, connoisseurs of underage sex, suddenly grew agitated, electrified, and inspired by the exchange and division of Ukrainian lands, and proceeded to offer a plethora of advice and proposals on how it sees everything and divide it.
Everyone desires Ukrainian territories, not necessarily in the genuine sense, but figuratively, as they claim or suggest to themselves and to Ukrainians that territories cannot be divided without Ukraine. That is, division is permissible only in conjunction with Ukraine, presumably so that some part of it might still be retained. The division of territories will necessitate exchanges with Wheelo. Yet they do not specify what shall be exchanged, for this malicious entity possesses nothing of its own, and what it does possess is stolen, much like its Chinese masters. Territorial division is possible, but only after guarantees of security are assured for Ukraine. Perhaps the senator nostalgically recalls the fortunate days when Ukraine's nuclear arsenal was exchanged for such guarantees, and longs to reenact the spectacle, not merely to surpass his previous self, but to reinvent himself anew, leaping and transforming in the process. Territories must be divided because, prior to this, they were unclaimed and partly occupied unlawfully. Yet, it is never clarified whose lands they were, though it is understood that all Ukrainian lands have always been and will remain Ukrainian, regardless of how fiercely some may posture or how much they may bite the hand that feeds them. There is no need to divide anything, for territories are already under the control of the Horde. However, this former Prime Minister, now the head of the North Atlantic Alliance, does not specify whether all territories are under control or only their occupied portions. We remain uninformed, for as the leader, he has the vantage point from above. Moreover, a certain fool from the country we do not name, which supposedly represents itself in NATO, was utterly perplexed upon hearing the Ukrainian president's unequivocal statement about the inviolability of borders, the impossibility of trading our lands, and the declaration that not a single patch of our land shall be ceded to Orkostan, which has agreed to all the division but simply does not yet know with whom exactly to share. Perhaps he intended to present himself as the sole beneficiary of this partition. Are they all such clever due to their maize or orange juice? Above all, amidst the chaos of this athletic division, everyone suddenly seems to forget that an aggressive war rages on, that there are victims, lives are being lost, countless war crimes are being committed, and there are no territories to be partitioned. Instead, there are perpetrators who must be held accountable for their deeds, compelled to return all that has been seized, and to reconstruct what has been destroyed. Hear me, gentlemen. Did you find pleasure in pretending that this is merely business, devoid of personal or emotional stakes? We wish for you and your nations to become targets of this onslaught. As for those fools, we harbor no wishes for them, for their very nature has been grievously punished from the moment of their birth, and indeed, the same fate awaits us all.
Radio Shorts Podcast. Radio Zoo.